Okay, so it's like 20 after 6 right now. I don't really know how I'm wanting to do this. People, they've been watching my journey videos and stuff, and so I thought, well, why don't I do something like that, but like more in depth. And so instead of you just getting to see 60 seconds of what's going on, every day or whatever, I was like, okay, well, I can do that and actually show a lot more of what's going on. Like, you can actually see a lot more of the workouts. A lot of the other stuff that's going on behind the scenes, like some of the recovery, how long it's taking to do certain things. Yeah, getting ready to go hoop. I'm gonna leave in a couple of minutes. Be going to the gym. I go to the gym pretty much every morning. For some amount of time. Today, since it's Monday and I really have nothing else going on, I'll probably stay for a while. And then I'll be releasing this probably a week at a time. So you'll get to just kind of see everything that happens throughout the week. That's the plan for today, is go hoop, get a bunch of buckets, get a bunch of practice, workout. Here's my cat. Oh, there's my kitty cat. He's purring. He's really sweet. Oh, he's the sweetest. But yeah, that's the plan for today. Just got done at the gym. I'm headed home. Thank goodness. I am exhausted now. So I was there from 7 until it is a couple minutes till 2 right now. So that's like 7 hours. About 2.5 of it was playing games. You're running games. The other was working out, trying to not throw up, trying to not pass out, working out some more. There's a lot of working out and trying to keep the Butterfingers I've been eating now. Okay, so I'm sure you're wondering why, if I spent 7 hours in the gym on Monday, is there only 10 seconds of me hitting jelly layups? And the reason for that is I got shin splints. Those couple of clips, as well as the intro to this video, were actually recorded 2 weeks ago. So obviously this wasn't how I wanted to start this series. Both the intro to this video as well as the clips that you just saw of me in the gym were recorded 2 weeks ago. Since then, for the past 2 weeks, I started doing some different workouts and exercises, specifically targeting my lower leg muscles around the calves, strengthening my ankles as well as my feet. Just doing different things to help and try to get rid of the shin splints as well as prevent them from coming back. I have been able to continue working out over the past 2 weeks, as well as this week. So even though I wasn't able to get in the gym, I was still able to actually work out. Although it was rather unfortunate, I am able to start getting back in the gym. I played earlier this week. I was able to go practice yesterday, and am hoping to maybe get to play tomorrow as well. So things are starting to get back on track as I would like them to be. But I am currently playing. I'm restricting the time that I'm spending in the gym or doing high impact workouts and exercises right now. So that would include like going for runs. I'm limiting myself to an hour in the gym right now. This was one of my workout days last week, and I did increase the weight that I was using by more than double for most of the exercises, and then reduce the reps by, I would say, also about half. So a lot more weight, a lot fewer reps, but I was able to continue working out. So today was my first day back in the gym, actually just practicing. I did one of my favorite drills, and this is a drill that honestly has gotten my shooting to where it is today, and I just call it 2-3 shooting. So what this drill is you have 5 spots on the floor, so both corners, both wings, and then straight onto the basket, whether it's top of the key, free throw line, just depending on how far away you are. And you have to shoot 3 shots, and you have to make at least 2 out of 3 to move on from the spot you're at to the next spot. If I make 2 out of the 3 shots at the spot I'm currently at and move on to the next one, but I only make 1 shot or no shots at that next spot, then I have to go back to the previous spot. However, if I make all 3 shots at the spot that I'm currently shooting and move on and only make 1 or no shots at the next spot, I do not move back because I hit all 3 shots at the previous spot. What I like most about this drill is that you're able to get up a lot of shots in a very short amount of time, but it's also very easy to add in different types of shots, whether you want one dribble pull-ups, spot up, different footwork patterns. You can add all of that into this drill and rep it out very easily. Today I was focusing on 2 specific things with my shot. The first one was getting my shot off quicker. The second one was being able to shoot better from a lower pickup, so getting the ball more at my hip as opposed to gathering it closer to my chest. I know that these clips have been cut a little bit, but I will tell you that I did not miss many shots when I was shooting from the mid-range and the high school 3-point line, and it took me less than 10 minutes to complete both of those distances. However, when I got to the NBA 3-point line, I was in for a rude awakening. All in all, it took me 11 minutes just to get to the top of the key from NBA range. I kept hitting 2 out of the 3 shots from the corner, but moving to that second spot at the wing was terrible, and I was struggling just to even make 1 out of the 3. And I don't know how many times I had to move back to the corner, but it felt so good when I finally hit all 3 shots from that wing. There were 3 things that I kept running into while I was going through this drill, and they weren't immediately evident, especially from the mid-range and high school 3-point line, but when I hit the NBA 3-point line, that was when these errors, I guess you could say, became a lot clearer. The first issue was I was just not putting enough arc on the ball, so that was an easy fix. Because I was trying to release the ball faster, my rhythm got off a little bit, so I wasn't releasing the ball on my way up. I was actually releasing it when I was already in the air, but that was another pretty easy fix. Now the last thing was that when I would gather the ball, I was trying to make sure that the threads were lined up the way that I would normally shoot it, and so that was making it really difficult for me to actually get the shot off properly with proper hand placement if I happened to not gather it the right way. So this took me maybe a couple shots to slow down and realize that I didn't need to get it lined up exactly like I would want it, but rather that I just needed to know that my hand placement was in the right spot, so just paying more attention to that. Alright, just finished up at the gym. I was there a little over an hour, which is really disappointing. So my legs were feeling maybe a little bit sore, so I definitely don't want to push it too much right now. It's very disappointing because I want to be in the gym. I want to be working more. I want to be going for more than an hour or an hour and a half, but unfortunately, these are the cards that I've been dealt right now, and until I can get rid of those cards, I'm just going to play with them. So I did my workout on my legs a little bit differently today. This one was actually one that I did for PT when I was recovering from a broken pelvis. So I was trying to focus more on actually hitting more than just the main muscles in my legs, but hitting like little muscles that maybe I wouldn't typically train quite as much. And I also wasn't wanting to use too much weight because I didn't want to risk aggravating my already sore shins at the time. So I just did things a little bit differently, a little more body weight, resistance bands, things like that. This was honestly so much harder than deadlifts for working my hamstrings and posterior side of my body. I did finish with that same exercise that I've been doing lately for my hips, but I also did 4 other sets focusing just on my feet, ankles, and calves, so my lower legs. So I know I said that I was going to try and release these videos a week at a time, kind of just going over the entire week, but after doing it a little bit, I realized that that's just, the videos will be too long. It's too much to try and do a week at a time. So I'm actually going to be releasing 2 of these a week. So there'll be a video hopefully every Thursday and Sunday. So the Thursday video would go over what happened on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then the Sunday video would go over what happened Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.